All right, thank you everyone, and welcome to the 34th annual Camp Knutson Quilt Auction. This year's event will look a little bit different to all of our friends at home because of COVID-19, but the spirit of this event remains the same. With the cancellation of our summer camp and the uncertainty that we're all living in, your gifts and participation in our quilt auction will be more important than ever at any other time. Please remember, as you bid on items this year, the proceeds raised will help keep camp's current infrastructure strong, support our COVID-19 relief fund, create opportunities for improvements to our facilities and grounds, and enhance all of our camper programs for next summer. The quilt auction has been our longtime foundation for our mission and service for many, many years. We are so happy and so proud to be able to carry on this special tradition this year. We are thankful for all those that helped make this event possible this year, especially our chair people, Cindy Wasby, Beth McConville, and Penny Bryce. Let's hear it for them. Remember, everyone, all the quilts featured in today's auction were donated and stitched with love by many, many volunteers. These volunteers have put their hearts and souls into every stitch and have made these incredible gifts with the support that all of you can help give us that'll help make their efforts go farther than ever for all of our campers. We appreciate your patience and understanding and flexibility, especially this year, as we take on new learnings, and welcome everyone to our first ever virtual quilt auction. If you are following along at home, please feel free to use the chat feature on YouTube or check in on those helpful tips and hints that are being offered. Remember, you must be logged in and registered to bid online in order to be able to bid on items in our live auction. If you're not already registered, go to campknutson.org/quilts for more information. Also, if you need any help, feel free to reach out to our friendly staff or volunteers. If you need assistance at any time, feel free to call two numbers, either 218-543-4232, or if that number is backed up, call 712-249-9621, and you'll get that immediate assistance. At this time, I'd like to welcome up our longtime quilt auction volunteer auctioneers. Let's hear it for Glenn Flattable and Kelly Conger.
Jared, thank you, and thank you again, everyone, for being online and participating today. We are so appreciative for your support. We're going to have fun with this. The key thing, as Kelly said, we will have to have a little patience today because the lag time between what people see online, it takes about 30 seconds for it to get out across the country, so there is going to be a bit of a delay. So here's what happened. For most of the bids, we have a starting amount that's already been bid. So we will start the bidding $25 higher than that. So for example, Marie's quilt, number 1, has a current bid of $600. So Kelly and I will be auctioning at $25 increments above that. So we'll ask the crowd for $625 or online bidders for $625. What we'll do is keep the bidding going up until the bidding quits. Once the bidding quits, we will say we're going to hold the bid, okay? So we're going to hold the bid for about a minute, and then that'll allow the lag time to pick up with the internet bidders. And so if anyone else bids, you'll have an opportunity at that final few seconds to bid, but we're going to hold the bid and make sure all the bids have come in, and then they will privately close the bidding quilt by quilt as we go. So the main thing is the key message I'd like to share with everybody for the folks that are online and here on site. If you really want to buy a quilt, put your max bid in because that will protect you to make sure that that's in place. Obviously, we've had some challenges with the power outage last night, but I promise you this, we're going to have fun. We're going to make a difference for camp. We're going to raise a lot of money. We also already have great pre-support. So thank you, everyone, for rallying behind us. We're going to have a good day today. We are going to have fun with this and work through it. Quilt number 1, I have my announcer. Bonnie, can you say hello to everybody? Or Brenda, excuse me?
Hello, everybody. Did that come through okay? All right. Should I start then?
Go ahead.
All right. The first quilt on the auction is called Showering Stars. Dimensions 76 inches by 91, a wonderful size. It is made in memory of Marie Fisher, who has been a dear friend, longtime quilter, and staunch supporter of Camp K for many, many years. The design of this quilt is reminiscent of The Night Under the Stars, another one of Marie's big loves, and this quilt represents all of her contributions. The Cross Lake Log Church Quilters finished this quilt in honor of our dear friend Marie Fisher.
Before we start actioning quilt number 1, can we give Brenda and the entire committee a round of applause? One more round of applause for how hard that they've worked. Thank you to the entire committee, our chairs, to everyone for your support. I think it's also fitting that quilt number 1, of course, honors Marie. She is watching us, and I think she's smiling that she doesn't have to facilitate the technology today. Can we give Marie a huge round of applause for her legacy? Marie, thank you for all that you've done for Camp K. All right, everybody, it's quilt number 1. The current bid is $600 online. Somebody give me $625. I have $600, now $25. I'm at $600, now $25, $25, $25, bumping it down to $5, $625 now, $600, now $25. The bid's on the internet at $600, now $625. I'm at $600, now $25, $25, $25. Yes, there, the bid is there. I have Nancy at $625. Internet bidder, you're out now, $650. I'm at $625, now $50. I'm at $625, now $50, now $50, now $50, now $50. Now, $650 now. The bid is there, $625. The bid is on site at $625. And Caitlin, if you see anybody bid, this is where you smile and raise your hand really fast. She's watching right now. The current bid is $625 on site. I bid $625, now $50. Anyone else at $650? By the way, the more you spend on these quilts, the more they're worth, by the way, so that helps with the bidding. We have $625 bid, now $650. I'm at $625, and now we're going down to $50, now $50 now, now $50 now. Anyone else at $650 now? $625, now $50 now. I did. We're going to hold the bid at $625. Nancy has the bid. We're going to hold it at $625. And so, Nancy, you can key in $625 right now. She's way ahead of me. Look at that. Can we give our first bidder a round of applause? Nancy and Jerry, they come every year. Thank you to the leadership of LSS. So $625, in about a minute, we will close that. Here's quilt number 2. I'm going to have Kelly do some auctioneering because I want to monitor the internet. Oh, $650 is now bid. Let's just try this on this quilt. So I have $650 bid on the internet. Nancy, give me $675. Is that right? $675. I'm at $650 now. 75, 75, 75, 75, 75. She said no. $675. $650 on the internet. Now $675. Now $675. Now $675. Last call. $675. Let's hold the bid at $650. We are going to just let that go for 30 seconds, and then they will close that. Here's bidder number 2. Good job with Marie's quilt. That is at $650.
This quilt is called Asian Blue. It's been machine stitched to machine quilted by Tamara Huderlich of Blaine, Minnesota. Large quilt, 95 by 99 inches. This Asian-inspired quilt is accentuated with exquisite quilting, really enhancing the character and style of the pattern.
I'd like to remind you at home on the internet that we do have some people sitting here on site to help us with the atmosphere, keep the auction kind of the spirit of the auction going. So we've got 15 or 20 people that are bidding in real time with you at home. So quilt 2. The opening bid is $650. Do I hear $675? $650, $675 on it. I'm at $650 on the internet. $650. Who gives $675? $675. $650. Do I hear $675? Raise your hand high if you want to bid $675 here in the grounds. $650, $675. And those of you at home, go ahead and click on if you want to bid $675, $650, $675 on it. I'll limit $650, $75, $75, $75. Anybody else? $650 is all I'm offered. Do we hear $675 once? $675 twice. Here we go. $650, $75, and we close the bidding at $650. We'll hold that for a minute or so.
Good job, you guys. Let's give quilt number 2 a round of applause. Great job.
On Brenda to number 3, quilt number 3. They're putting it up. Whoa, look at this. Beautiful colors.
Quilt number 3 is from Tina Kniebel of Brighton, Michigan. Its dimensions are 70 by 95 inches. Great size and color. Very realistic basketball prints. Perfect for the player or lover of the game. It has been machine stitched and machine quilted.
Opening bid, Glenn, is $240 on the internet. Do I hear $265? $240, $265 on it. 265 on a bid, 250, 265, 250, here 65 on a bid, 65, 250. Do I hear $265 at home or on the grounds here? 265, 250, 240, 265 on a bid, 240, 65. Raise your hand, 265, 265, 240, 65, and I have closed the bidding at $240. We'll hold that for a little while, and we're on to quilt number 4.
Quilt number 4 is from our friend Kathy Lemmerman from Cross Lake. It is called Stonehenge Wild Horses. It has been machine stitched, machine quilted. Its dimensions are 84 inches by 96 inches. Plus, she has 2 sets of pillowcases that coordinate, which is a real bonus. It is designed by Linda Ludovico for Northcott Fabrics. The pattern is called Wild Herd by Hedgehog Quilts. In recent years, horseback riding has been one of the most popular Camp Knutson activities, and this quilt commemorates this program and horse lovers in general. So that was what Kathy's motivation and inspiration was.
Let's give a shout out and a hand for Kathy Lemmerman, right here from Cross Lake. Like to say a thank you to Kathy. 325 is all in bid on the whole herd of horses. 350, 325, 50. All in bid 325. I get 350, 350. I've got 325 with the pillowcases and all. Do I hear 350? 325. I get now 50, 350, 350, 350, 325. I get 350. 350. Dan, you want some of this at $350? 350. Herd of horses. 350. 350. 350. Are you sure? 325. Ladies and gentlemen, they were here. 350. 325. 50. 350. 350. 350. I'm at 325. 50. Thank you. I have 350 offered. Do I hear 375? 375. 375. I'm at internet. You're out now. $375. 350 bid. Do I hear 375? 375. 375. Last call. 350. Click on if you want to bid 375. 375, and I have 350, 75. Has she entered in her bid of 350? 350. She's way ahead of us. 350. 375. 375. And I'll close the bidding at $350, and we'll give the internet the 30-second lag or so.
All right, everybody. Yeah, this is going good. So like we're working through this, there is about a 40-second delay. So when we hold the bid about a minute, it's about a minute. That's good because it gives the internet one last minute to get these bids up. So Kelly just held the bid at $350, so we'll give the internet just a little bit of extra time, and then Jerry, you can watch that one. So thank you, everyone, for sticking with us. By the way, the jokes get better later in the afternoon, so as the bidding gets higher, Kelly, you have a lot of support on quilt number 5. Look at this. Brenda, tell us the highlights in this one.
This one is called Amish with a Twist. It is made and machine pieced and quilted and done entirely by Connie Kruger of Nisswa, Minnesota. 87 inches by 102. The Amish generally use solid, very saturated colors against black, making their quilts very distinctive and instantly recognizable. Connie's quilt obviously takes a few liberties with color, but with the beautiful graphic block patterns and applique, combined with the variegated thread color dancing across the surface, it puts a stunning spin on a classic Amish design.
Amish twist. And another reminder, it's so much easier if you're bidding remotely if you want to put that max bid in, and then you can just watch it go and watch it go. Watch it grow.
It's went up like $100 in the last 5 seconds. You're at $850. You can start at ask for $875.
$850. Do I hear $875?
Kelly, there's
$900 on the internet. $950. Who give $975? Here we go. All I'm at $950. $975 on it. All I'm at $950. $975. $75? $1,000. $1,025. I'm at $1,000. Do I hear $1,025? $1,025. Now $50. $1,025 is offered. Do I hear $1,050? $1,050. I'll admit $1,025, $50. $1,025, ladies and gentlemen, $1,050. $1,050. $1,025. Do I hear $1,050? $1,050. $125, $50. $1,025, $50. Is there anybody else? $1,050. $1,025. Last call. $1,050. $1,025, $50. And I close the bidding at $1,025, and we'll give them a minute before we sell that quilt.
So everybody, listen to that. Super exciting. So Kelly just closed the bid at $1,025. It's our first quilt over $1,000. Can we give all of the bidders a round of applause for all of their support? That's our first one over $1,000. We're going to close that out in just a minute. Good job, Kelly. So the current bid is $1,025. Here's quilt number 6.
Now, wait a minute. Before, when we got 1,000, Rod would do a cartwheel. So he's not here. If everybody could please stand up and do a cartwheel. Somersault. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
Good job, Caitlin.
All right.
All right, quilt number 6 is called Fantastical Fish. It has been donated by Leslie Mildy. Leslie is an artistic quilter who loves color. She currently resides in Arizona, but has been a strong supporter of Camp K with past donations. Although these amazing fish are not your typical Minnesota catch, they are stunning and would add a wonderful accent to any room needing a piece of color. 52 inches by 72 inches. It has been machine stitched, machine quilted, and multicolored applique.
And all I'm offered is $525. Do her $550, $525, $550, $525, $550, $550, $525, $550, $550, $550. I can't move around that much. $550, $525, $550. I'll limit $525, $50, $550 where? $550. Raise your hand or click your button. $550, $525. Do I have $550? I'll limit $525, $50, $550 once, twice, third, and the final call. $550, $525, $50. Close the bidding at $525 on the internet. We'll give them a minute to let it breathe.
Oh my gosh.
Item 7, Bear Creek.
Number 7.
Quilt number 7 from the Bear Creek Well Cup from Grand Meadow, Minnesota is 92 inches by 96 inches. It is already a fan favorite based on the pre-bidding. It is called North Woods. It is machine stitched with machine embroidered and appliqued designs on it. It's a combination of cozy wood-grained flannel with a flannel backing. The front contains 20 different machine images, all representing our wonderful area of the state.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got interest here at $1,125. Who give $11.50? I've got $11.25 on the internet. Who give $11.50? $1,125.50. $11.50. $75. $1,200 then. I'm at $11.75. Raise your hand at $1,200. $1,200. $11.75. $1,200. $1,200. $11.75. $1,200. Who give $1,200? $12.25. $1,250. I'm at $12.25. $12.50. $12.50. Internet, let's go. $12.25. $12.50. $1,250. I'll limit $12.25.50. Is there anybody else at $12.50? $1,225. $12.50. $12.50. $12.50. $12.25.50. Here's the last call at $1,250. Get your clicks in. $12.50. $12.25.50. And I have closed the bidding at $1,225. Let's give them a big hand on the internet. Thank you.
So can I tell one joke, Jared?
Tell a good one, though.
A good one. So this one morning, the boy wakes up and the mom says to the boy, "Time to get up. We're going to church." And the boy says, "Mom, I'm not going to church, and I will give you 2 reasons why. Number 1, I don't like them, and number 2, they don't like me." And the mom looks at the boy and she says, "You are going to church, and I'll give you 2 reasons why. Number 1, you're the pastor. Number 2, you're 43 years old." That's not that bad, is it?
No, that's good.
I learned that from a surgeon friend of mine in Minneapolis. Dr. Daly taught me that one. All right, Kelly, it's working. The bids are going up when we're telling jokes. You've got $525. Brenda, tell us about number 9.
I love the name of this group. It's the Our Savior's Naughty Ladies from Outing, Minnesota. The quilt is large, again, 88 by 98 inches, machine quilted, machine stitched, and has the colors of woods in autumn It is beautifully quilted with a stunning leaf motif that you really need to see up close.
And Glenn, what's the high bid to start with? 525. Do I hear 550? 525, 550, 550. I'll limit 525, 50. 550 where? 525, 550, 550, 525, 50, 550, 550. Thank you. 550 is offered on the grounds. 575, 575, 550, 575. Glenn, 575 where? 550. Internet if you want it. Bid now. $575. 550, 575, 75, 75. Nancy, now 600. $600. 600. I'm at 575. 600 offered. Now 25. 625. 625. 600. $25. I'll limit $600. 25. 625. You want to get 625? 625. 650. 600. 625. 625. 625. Glenn, do you want to get 625? 625. Now 650, Nancy. 650. I've got 625, 50. 650. 650. She said no, and I've closed the bidding at $625. And thank you, Nancy, for the backup bid. 625. We'll take a minute, reminding you, if you just signed on, that we are doing this a little different than normal. This is not, maybe it is a new normal with the internet. And also remind you that God threw us a curveball last night and knocked our technology a little sideways. So bear with us. It takes about a minute to close these things out. We'll move on to item number 10.
Linda Peterson of Merrifield, Minnesota has donated mango mirrors, dimensions 73 inches by 89 inches. The colors and fabrics for this quilt have been carefully selected based on the beautiful butterfly print centers of the blocks, and then have mirror imaging in the opposite corners.
All right. Thank you, Linda, from Merrifield. And Wabi to get for it. Beautifully done. Look at the backside as well. And Glenn, start me out. $275. $300. Raise your hand high. $300. I'll limit $275. 3. David to get $300. $275. But you get now 3. But you get now 3. But you get now 3. But you get now $300. $275 bid. $300 where? $300. $300. $275. Does somebody want to give 300? 300. 275. 3. 300. 300. Remember, now I've got 3 bid. Who get 325? 325. 325. 300 here. 25. 325. Internet, do you want to get 325? 325. Last call. $300. 25. Once, twice. 325, and I had 325. Close the bidding at $300 on item number 10. Give them a minute before we'll just let it kind of, what do you say? Breathe. Take a deep breathe. We'll let it percolate. 11, Brenda, 11.
This quilt is called Housewarming Party and contains a lot of cardinals. It was donated by Connie Kruger of Nisswa, Minnesota. It is beautifully machine pieced and appliqued and quilted. It has socially distanced cardinals finding comfort in their homes. And even though this quilt has a holiday appeal, it would be perfect used and displayed all year round.
I see Connie has supplied a couple quilts anyway, at least, and we'd like to thank Connie for your generosity. All right, Glenn. $275. Do I hear 300? $300. $275 bid. 300 where? $300. I'll limit $275, but you can now 3. 325. 350. 350. Now 75. I've got 350. Do I hear 375? 375, thank you. Who get 400? $400. I'll limit 375 for 375 bid. Who get 400? $400. Do you want to get 400? $400. Now 425. 425. 4 here. 425. 425. 425. 400. 425. 425. 425. Is there anybody else at $425? Last call. 400. 425. $400. 25. 425. 425. 425. 420. Internet. You want to get 425. 400. 425. Last call. 425. And I have 400s right out here. Did you enter it in? Okay. She's doing a better job than me, I'll tell you what. 425. 450. Yes. Now 475. Now 475. Caitlin, you're out now. 475. 470. Yeah, that's the bid. 450 right there. Who get 475? It's as clear as mud. You know what? It's better to have two people trying to bid 450 than nobody. So, who's on first here? The internet's on at 450, so the lawn bid would have to give 475. Okay, 475. 475.
Kelly, tell her not to talk to her husband.
Yeah, you listen to me, not to him. 475. 475.
Yep, she's at 475.
Way to go! 475. 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. 475. 500. 500. 500. Is there anybody else? Caitlin, you want to get 500? Your bidder? Last call to your bidder at 500. 475. 500. We're going to let it breathe. We'll give it a minute. 475. 500. 500. 500. 500. $500. 475 to get out. $500. $500. 500. 500. And I have closed the bidding at $475 right here. 475, and we'll let it breathe.
I think. So a couple quick updates. Number one, thank you everyone for sticking with us and bearing with us. We are working through this, and we appreciate all of your max bids that you're putting in. That's super helpful. The folks on site are doing an awesome job, by the way. Thank you for entering your bids on site. Things are heating up in the auction. Kelly, listen to this. Brenda, we have a huge announcement here. Item number 12 is currently at $1,175. Brenda, tell us about this one.
This is a fabulous quilt. Kathy Evenson from Fergus Falls donated it. It was done as a Thimblebearers Club project in 2004. But don't let that 2004 put you off. This quilt is as lovely today as when it was designed for a year-long project. The beautiful floral outer border determines the coordinating pieces in the quilt, and this one has absolutely outstanding custom machine quilting by Rosalie Davenport. Beautiful quilt.
Excellent. $1,175 opening bid. $1,200. $1,200. I'm at $1,175. $1,200. $1,200. $1,200. $1,175 to get now 12. David to get $1,200. David to get $1,200. $1,175 to get now 1,200. $1,200. $1,175 to get now 12. 1,200. 1,200. $1,175 to get now 12. David to get 1,200. It should bring more. Beautifully done. Look at the quilting. $1,175. 1,200. Thank you. I've got 1,200 on the lawn. 1,225. 1,225. 1,225. Internet, you want to give 1,225. 1,225. The bid is here on site. 1,200. 1,225. 1,225. Last call. 1,200. 1,225. You bidding 1,225? Now 1,250. Now 1,250. I've got 1,225 bid. Do I hear 1,250? 1,250. Thank you. Now 1,275. 1,275. Now 1,300. Now 1,300. Now 1,300. I've got 1,275 to get out 1,300. 1,300. 1,300. 1,300. 1,275 to get out 1,300. Anybody else? 1,275. 13. 13. Close the bidding at $1,275. Thank you. Thank you. They came as friends. They bid against each other for Camp Knutson. Thank you. Hope they go home as friends. No friends at an auction, though, right?
Now, listen to this, everybody. The current bid, Caitlin, is that at now 1,300? So it's at 1,300. So Jerry and Nancy can now bid against each other in the final round here. So we will give that about a minute to sort itself out. They're at 1,300. Can we give our quilters one more round of applause for getting another quilt over $1,000? Great job. Incredible. So we will give that just a minute and a half, and we will move on to the next one. For the internet bidders, you can bid until they close it, of course. Here is quilt number 13.
Quilt number 13 is another one from our friend Connie Kruger, measuring 66 by 77 inches. It's entitled Swirls and Feathers. This quilt is graphic with the black, yet soothing with a bit of the Asian influence. There is elaborate detail of swirls and feathers in the machine quilting to add to the Zen feel.
Zen. Put me right to sleep. What would it get for? Ladies and gentlemen, we have all in bid is $225. Raise your hand high if you give 250. 250. I'm bid 225. There, 250. 225 bid. 250. 225 bid 50. 250. Oh my, awfully inexpensive. $250. 225 50. 250. Thank you. I've got $250. Do I hear 275? 275. 275. 250. $275 wear. 275. 75. 250. $275. 275, honey. All in bid 250. Do I hear 275? Anybody else want to increase the bid? $275. 250. 275 once. Here we go. 275. 275. Close the bidding at $250 with Nancy. Thank you. 250, and let's let it breathe. Huh? No. Well, what's happening? Well, so 275, $300, 300, 275 bid. Do I hear 300? 300, 325, 325. We're on quilt number 13. 325. Now 350, 350, 325, 50, 350, 325, 50, 350, 350. Are we on the internet? 325, 50. Nancy, do you want back in at 350? She said no. 325, 350, 350, 350. We're selling quilt 13. 350. 325, 350, 350, 325, 50, 350, 350, close the bidding on $325. Now you can put that quilt up. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Hey, and I do want to thank those of you, obviously, that are sitting with us here on the grounds, helping us to keep some sort of auction atmosphere. Let's say it's a little bit not quite as frisky and lively as it was last year, but we'll just hoot and holler. Hey, everybody having a good time. Oh, my goodness. Oh, we're having fun. Here's Glenn. Gorgeous Glenn Flattabo.
Okay, quilt number 14 comes to us from Susan Eaton in Minneapolis. It is called Lucky Stars, and lucky indeed would be the new owner of this fabulous floral scrap quilt. The pattern of floating stars with crisp points is a favorite of many quilters. The pattern is designed by Minnesota's own Terry Atkinson, who is an internationally known quilt designer. The quilt measures 74 inches by 89 inches.
All right, everybody, we're at quilt number 14. It has been fun, by the way, watching the bidding. Literally, some of these quilts they're bidding 30 seconds right before we start bidding on them. Matter of fact, this quilt went up, I believe, about $100 in the last 40 seconds. The current bid is $575. We're on quilt number 14. Here somebody gave me $600. I bid $575. Now $600 down. Now $600. I bid $575. And now $600 down. Now $600 down. Take a look right here. $575. Somebody gave me $600. $600. Sir, you're waving gnats. You just about bought a quilt over there at $600. I bid $600 on the internet. Yes, thank you, Caitlin and Kelly. I bid $600. Now $25. I bid $600. Now $25. $25. $625 now. $600. Now $625. Take a look right here. $600. Now $25. I bid $600. Now $25. $25. Good job. $625 on the internet. Now $50. $625. Anyone else at $650 now? Good job. $650. Now $75. I bet $650. Now $75. $675. Good job. $75. $700. Now $700. I bet $675. Somebody give me $700 down. Now $700 down. Now $700. $675. And now $700. Anyone else at $700? Now $700. $675. Now $700. It is third and final call. 675. Now 700. Good job, 700. Jared, if we get to $2,000, you're going to jump in the lake. Is that right?
Sure. I'll do whatever for camp.
Caitlin, how much do we have now?
700.
700. Now 725.
Yep.
And now 50. I'm at 725. Now we're down to 50. Now $50 out. Now $50 out. $750 out. The bid is there. 725 on the internet. $750 out. Anyone else? Now 750. I'm at 725. Anyone else at 750? I think I have a husband and wife bidding against each other online. 725. Now 50. It is third and final call. Last call. Down it goes. 725. Now 50. Now 50. Now 50. Let's hold the bid at $725. That went up significantly. Good job, $725. We'll hold it for about a minute. Well, listen to this, everybody. We have 110 devices watching right now on the internet. Hello to our YouTube internet folks. Thank you. It's up to 750. So we'll let the internet sort that out for the last minute. So we're at 750. We'll give it a minute before we close that. Great job for all the bidding. We are now on quilt number 15. Quilt number 15.
Okay. Deanna Healy of Minneapolis has donated leaves and figs. It is machine stitched, machine quilted, an art quilt measuring 46 inches square. It is a very textured quilt with thread painting, and it's fabulous.
All right, everybody, listen to this. We're on quilt number 15. We are getting closer to our goal. Thank you for all of your pledges and your support. Take a look at this beautiful piece. It's line number 15. The current bid is $325. Somebody give me $350. I'm at $325. Now $50. I'm at $325. Now we're down to $50. Now $50 out. Now $50 out. $350 out. $325. $50. I'm at $325. Now we're down $50. Now $50. Now $50. Now $50. Now $50 out. $325. Now $350. Now $350 out. Here we go. $325. Now $50. At $325. Take a look right here. Now $50 out. Now $50 out. The bid is on the internet at $325. Anyone else at $350? The bid is $325. Now $50. I'm at $325. Now $50. Now $50. Now $50. Moving down to $50. Now $50 out. Now $50 out. It's last call now. Anyone else at $350? How I did? Let's hold the bid at $325. That did not change. We are going, Brenda, to quilt number 16.
Number 16 is extremely special. It is a grandmother's flower garden. A very old hand-pieced quilt top was donated to the Grace Community Lutheran Church in White Bear Lake. A church member machine quilted and then bound it. If quilts could talk, this one would have quite the story. A perennial favorite design is hand-pieced with fabrics appearing to be from the 1930s to 1950s. It is beautifully executed with machine quilting, which provides durability to what is often a more fragile pattern. A stunning example of the best of everything.
All right, everybody, it's line number 16. It's 86 by 96. This comes to us from Grace Community Lutheran in White Bear Lake. Thank you to those folks. It's line number 16. The current bid, I think, is $550. $550. Ladies, guys, take a look right here. Somebody give me $575 and $50. Now $75. I'm at $550 now. $75, $75,
That's
$75.
the back, you guys.
$575 now. They're flipping it around. The price just went up now.
A great back also.
How much? You have 800 on the internet? My gosh, I'm glad. Put them on the mailing list. That is right. We've got 800 on the internet. Somebody give me 825. 800, now 25. Good job. 825, 50. 900. Somebody give me 925. I'm at 900 now. 25, 25, 25. 1,000 bid. Thank you. By the way, if we get to $3,000, Jared is water skiing. If we get to $3,000, 1,000. Somebody give me 1,025. 1,000. Now 1,025. I'm at 1,000 now. 25, 25, 25. Take a look right here. 1,000. 1,025. Here we go. Somebody give me 1,025. I'm at 1,000 now. 25, 25, 25. Anyone else? Thank you. Nancy's at 1,025. Now we're waiting for the internet. Somebody give me 1,050. 1,050. Thank you. Is that a bid? Thank you. On site. Now, Nancy, give me 1,075. 1,075 now. Now 1,075. Now 1,075. Sure. No, and I've got the lady over here. She's at 1,050. That's right, Nancy. The more you spend, the more you'll like it, Nancy. Give me, how much? 1,075. Somebody give me 1,100. Now they did 1,100. Caitlin, now 1,125 on the internet. 1,100. Now 1,125. 1,125. Here we go. Is that a bid? 1,125. 1,100's here. Now 25. Anyone else at 1,125 now? Thank you. 1125. Now 1150. She did. Now 70. Now we've got her well trained. She's not even looking at the husband. She looks right at me. 1050. Now I hope it's the husband, but 1050. Now 75. Yes, they kissed. It's the first kiss in 20 years at Camp Knutson. My gosh, I wish we had that on YouTube. So am I at 1050? And now 75. 1050. Now 75. It's only like one mortgage payment. Give me 1075. 1050. Now 75. Yep, you have the bid at 1050 on site. Now 75. Now 75. Last call. Down it goes. 1050. Now 70. 1150. Oh, excuse me. 1150. Thank you. Now 1175. 1175. 1175. That's right. 1175. The price just went up for Camp K. 1175. 1175. Anyone else at 1175? Let's hold the bid at 1150, and you have the high bid. Is that right? Yes. Let's hold the bid. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for your support. So the current bid is $1,150. $1,150. Here's the next one, everybody.
The next quilt coming up is 81 inches square, donated by Carol Madison of Columbia Heights. It is called Crazy Curves Batik. It is machine stitched and machine quilted. Curves are notoriously challenging, and this one is beautifully done. The movement of the pattern will take your eye from one point to another, never really certain where something is intended to begin or end.
All right, everybody. She's with us every single year. She's not here today, I do believe, but can we give Carol Madison a round of applause for all that she's done? Carol, thank you for your support. Carol, I hope you're watching on the internet. By the way, to everyone watching on the internet, I miss seeing you personally. Thank you for logging on. We will be back together next year in person. Here is lot number 17. Kelly, the current is 525. Somebody give me 550. I'm at 525, now 50. I'm at 525, now 50, now 50. 575. Thank you. Now $600 down. Now $600 down. I'm bid 575. Somebody made 600. Thank you, Nancy. Now 625. I'm at 600. 650. Now 75. 675. Nancy. 675. Nancy, don't get mad. Just keep bidding. 675. Thank you, Nancy. 675. Now 700. Somebody give me 700. I'm at 675. Now $700 down. Now $700 down. Now 700. The bid is back there. 675. Now 700. Now anyone else at 700? I have 675. Good job. 700. Now 725. We have 700. Is that right on the internet? Now 725. I'm at 700 now. 25, 25, 25, 25, 725. Anyone else at 7 1/4? 725. Thank you. Now 50. 725. Now 50. Now 50. Now 50. 725. Now 50. I'm at 725. Now $50 down. Now $50 down. Anyone else at 750? Now 775. We have 750. Now 775. It is third and final call. The bids keep coming. 750. Now 775. I'm at 750. Now 775. I did 775. Last call. Now 750. Now 75. Let's hold the bid at $750. At $750. Good job. We're going to hold the bid at $750 and give that an extra moment. By the way, Jared, now we have 775 on the internet. Is that right? Yep. Jared, by the way, can you give us a total so far sometimes? I'd like to give some updates of how we're doing with the total. That's always kind of fun. So the current bid is $775. We'll let the internet sort that out for the last minute. Great job, everybody. Carol, again, thank you for all of your support. Here's lot number 18.
Quilt number 18 is from my friend Martha Muma of Baxter, Minnesota. The measurement of this quilt is 45 inches by 58 inches, and it's entitled My Mother's Tears. The label will indicate that it is machine piece, machine quilted, and done hand applique with handkerchiefs. A reminder of my mother's tears and prayers which were placed on them. This quilt won a blue ribbon in the 2019 Crow Wing County Fair, and that ribbon is included. The handkerchief quilts, lots of handkerchief quilts out there are not so great. This is not one of those. This one is individually designed fancy ball gowns. It's hand embellished. It's truly exceptional and speaks of a time when any woman always made sure she had a clean hanky in her pocket or purse in case it was needed.
All right, everybody, it's lot number 18 here now. Take a look, lot number 18. The current bid is $225, is that right? All right, we have 225. Somebody give me 250. I'm at 225, 50. Here we go. 225, 50. I'm at 225 and I'm now 50 now, $50 out, $50 out, 225 and now $50 out, 225, 50. It has the blue ribbon, ladies. 225. Take a look right here. Now 250. Now 250. I'm at 225 now. We're now 50 now, $50 out, $50 out, 225. Now 50. Now 50. Now 50. I'm at 225 now 50. Anyone else at 250? The bid is 225 and now $50 out. Now $50 out. It's the last call. Down it goes. 225. Anyone else at $250 out? Now $250 out. I did. 225.50. Let's hold the bid at $225. Thank you to our internet bidder. You'll have one additional minute before we close the bidding. Here's lot number 19 here now. It comes to us from Baxter, everybody.
This is another one from my friend Martha. It is called Autumn Love. It is machine pieced, machine quilted, hand appliqued with hand embroidery detail. The pattern and fabrics were all designed by Lori Holt of Bee in My Bonnet. It also was a 2019 Crow Wing County Fair winner. The ribbons are included. The measurements of this fabulous quilt are 71 inches by 81 inches. It has amazing color, hand appliqued images, button and embroidered embellishments, custom quilting, intentionally all the best in this lovely quilt. Hours and yet hours of painstakingly beautiful workmanship make this one a real treasure.
So everybody, I don't rarely do this, but I will tell you, by the way, I don't think another 44-year-old man in America has sold more quilts than I have after doing this for 20 years at multiple camps. But I will say, this quilt right here, I think this is an opportunity. The current bid is only $300 on quilt number 19. This is a beautiful piece. It's 71 by 81. Comes to us right from Baxter. Take a look, everybody. Here's an opportunity. It's the autumn theme. Somebody give me 3 1/4. I'm at 300. Now 3 1/4. Somebody give me 325. I'm at 300. Now 25, 25, 25. Bumping it on to 5. 325. Now 300. Now 3 1/4. Here we go. 300. Now 3 1/4. I'm at 300. Now 25, 25, 25. Bumping it on to 5. Take a look right here. 325. 325. A lot of opportunity here. A lot of people are looking at their screens right now, which is a really good sign. 325 and 300. Now 3 1/4. I'm at 300. Now 25, 25, 25. Bumping it on to 5. Anyone else at 325? It is third and final call at 325. Take a look right here. 300. Now 3 1/4. Anyone else at 325? 325. 300. Now 3 1/4. 350. Thank you. Now 75. I'm at 350. Now 75. Anyone else at 375? There's opportunity here. 375. I'm at 350. Now 75. 400. Now 4 1/4. I'm at 400. Now 25. 25. 25. Coming out of 5. 425. Now the bid's 400. Now 4 1/4. Here we go. 400. Now 4 1/4. 4 1/4. 400. Now 4 1/4. It is third and final call. At 425, I'm at 400, now 4 1/4. Anyone else at 425? Now 25, now 25.50, now 75. We have 450 on the internet, now 75. Anyone else at 475? Here we go. Let's get to 500. We're going to do it. 500. At 500, we break YouTube. Somebody give me 500. I'm at 450, now 75. Somebody give me 75. Last call. Down it goes. 450, now 75. Let's close or hold the bid at $450 on quilt number 19. We will hold it. That went up $150. Good job to our internet bidders. We'll give you just a minute to sort that out. Here's lot number 20.
Quilt number 20 is an unusual quilt, unusual in all of the right ways. It is called Acorn's Promise. It is pieced by Sharon Moran of Fort Ripley and then quilted by her friend Charwelly. The measurements are 89 inches by 100 inches. And Sharon is a friend of mine who firmly believes in tiny pieces. And the philosophy is more when it comes to fabric selections. Her choices of literally hundreds of fabrics give depth and dimension to this very unique quilt.
Say, we need to give Sharon a round of applause. Didn't she do a nice job with this piece? It is 89 by 100. The current bid, by the way, the current bid is $900. It has the tree on the backside as well. The current bid is $900. Let's get this one over $1,000. Here we go. We have $900. Somebody give me $925. Here we go. $900. Thank you. $925. Now $50. I'm at $925. Now $50. Now $50 out. $950 out. $925. Now $50 out. The bid is there. $925. $50. Here we go. $950. I'm at $925. Now $50. Now $50. Now $50. Now $50 out. Now $50 out. $950 out. $925. $50. Nancy, give me $975, $975, $950, now $75. I'm at $950, now $75, $75, $75. One more time, and I'll get the internet to give me $1,000. Thank you, $975. Please, somebody on the $1,000 on the internet. Caitlin, good job. $1,000, $1,025. Caitlin, by the way, if you're able to see, some of these internet bidders are in other states, let me know, because I like announcing that. If you see that by chance, other countries. International is right. We have 1,000 on the internet. Somebody give me 1,025. I'm at 1,000. Now 1,025. I'm at 1,000 now. 25, 25, 25, 25, 1,025 now. 1,025. I'm at 1,000 now. 25, 25, 25, 25. It's last call now. Anyone else at 1,025? Third and final call. 1,000, 1,025. Down it goes. 1,000, 1,025. Thank you. Dan's at 1,025. Yep. Dan, are you okay going to 1,050? Is that okay? Sure. Thank you. Yes, he pointed to his hand. So we had a max bid on the internet at 1,025. Yes, so I've got Dan at 1,050. Thank you, Dan. Now 1,075. That helped me sort that out. So Dan's at 1,050. Now 1,075. Anyone else at 1,075? It's third and final call. Third and final call. Let's hold the bid. Dan, you can enter 1,050 on that one. So then he outbid that max bid at 1,000. Dan's at 1,050. We'll give it a minute. Can we give Dan and his wife a round of applause? They come every year to support us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 1,050 was the last bid. Here's the next one, everybody.
This is another Lucky Stars quilt donated by Lori Sweeney. She has done the piecing, and her friend Anita Wichlow has done the quilting. Lori has been a longtime supporter of Camp Knutson. This is a large quilt at 93 by 108 inches. Lori and Anita masterfully collaborate on all of their quilts. Wonderful warm colors and quilting to enhance the overall feel. This quilt is a real winner.
It is an absolute winner. Can we one more time put our hands together for Lori Sweeney? She has done so much for us. Thank you, Lori Sweeney, for all of your support. Very, very supportive. Listen to this, everybody. The current bid on this quilt is $1,525, I believe. $1,525. Take a look. It's line number 21. Here's a beautiful piece. $1,525. Let's get to $2,000 on this one. $1,525. Somebody give me $1,550. I'm at $1,525 now. We're now $50 now. $1,550 now. $1,550 now. $1,525. $50. I'm at $1,525 now. We're now $50 now. $50 now. $50 now. $1,525 is bid. Now $1,550. Here we go. $1,550. $1,525. Anyone else at $1,550? I'm at $1,525. We're not up 15. We're not up 15 now. $50 now. $50 now. Take a look right here. $1,525. Anyone else at $1,550? 75. Now 1,600. I have 1,575 bid. 1,600. Somebody give me 1,600. 1,600. The bid is 1,575. And now $1,600 down. Now $1,600 down. Anyone else at 1,600? It's so expensive now it doesn't matter. Give me 1,600. We have 1,575. Now 1,600. 1,600. They're bidding so fast, it's melting Caitlin's computer. 1,600. I'm at 1,575. Somebody give me 1,600. $1,600 down. Now $1,600 down. Take a look right here. 1,575. Anyone else at 1,600? 1,600. It is third and final call. Third and final call. 1,575. And now 1,600. Let's hold the bid at $1,575. Great job, Lori, on that one. We'll give the final minute to sort out the bidding. Here's line number 22, everybody. Line number 20. Yeah. Yep, we're going to take a 1-minute break. We're going to try to get Jared to give us a grand total.
Yep, 14,225 through quilt 15.
So, and that's just the ones that we've sold, is that right?
Yep, that's the silent auction and live auction.
So we're nearing $15,000 so far on the silent auction and the live auction of just what we've sold. That does not include the funded need pledges, which is coming up. So we're nearing 15,000. Let's give everyone a round of applause for their support. Thank you for sticking with us. Here is a beautiful piece. We'll give the internet one more minute and we'll catch up. Line number 22.
Quilt number 22 comes to us from Barbara Neal of Bloomington, Minnesota. It has been masterfully machine quilted by Marlene Hiltner. The dimensions of this Irish chain patch are 89 inches by 94 inches. The comments from Barbara: this is truly a scrap quilt, fabrics from France, Italy, and Austria, in addition to many 30s and 40s reproductions, which were popular 10 to 15 years ago. An Irish chain in the quilting world is simply a 9-patch alternating with a plain block, but the stunning quilting motif is perfectly placed between these scrappy, happy squares to enhance the overall look of this beautifully crisp quilt.
just before we start auctioning again, we'll give the internet just a second. I do want to say to everybody, I mean, I just absolutely love this place. I've been involved for about 20 years now with the quilt auction. I love coming up here. It's such a beautiful part of Minnesota. And thank you for rallying everyone behind us during a tough time, of course. So thank you, everyone, for your support so far. We've had a lot of support. This is a beautiful piece. I love this piece. I saw it earlier this morning. It is 89 by 94. The current bid is $800. Huge thank you to Barbara O'Neill it's at 1,000. That is good. The internet is working. We have 1,000 bids. Somebody give me 1,025. Take a look right here at 1,000. Now 25. I'm at 1,000 now. 25, 25, 25. Bum, 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 1,025 now. Here we go. 1,000. 1,025. I'm at 1,000 now. 25, 25, 25. Bum, bum, 1,025. Anyone else at 1,025? There's room here. It's line number 22. 1,000's bid. Anyone else at 1,025? I'm bid 1,000 now. 1,025. I'm at 1,000 now. 25, 25, 25. Bum, bum, last call now. Down it goes, 1,025. Anyone else at 1,025? Caitlin, are we doing okay? 1,000, 1,025. Now she's got her cell phone out. That's a good sign. 1,025, 1,000, now 25. Let's hold the bid at $1,000. Thank you, Barbara, for that. Let's give her Barbara one more round of applause. It brought over $1,000. Good job, Barbara. We're at line number 23 here now. Line number 23. Are we okay?
Give us a little bit of time.
Yeah, we're going to give you... let me get, I got to have a really good one here. Just give me 1 second. So, this is an oldie but a goodie. So, one morning, Little Country Church needed new money to put a roof on the church. So, they held a potluck in the basement of the church, and the minister asked for donations. And when he asked for donations, this old man stood up and he said, I pledge $5 for the new roof. And right when he said that, a piece of plaster fell from the ceiling, hit the man in the head, and the man said, I pledge $50,000 for the new roof. The minister looks up, looks down, folds his hands, and says, Dear Lord, hit him again. That was a much better joke without the internet. By the way, before the internet, it was a much better joke. Jared, are we caught up now? We're okay? Brenda, I'm sorry. Did you introduce this one?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay, this is number 23 from Ann Pollard of Andover, Minnesota. It truly qualifies as a king-size quilt for those of you looking for something very large. At 100 inches by 116 inches, it is called My Checkered Past. Again, we see these crisp 9 patches, but no Irish chain. This is accentuated with a snappy checkerboard border to reinforce the imagery of the body of this quilt.
All right, everybody, I need to do a good job when I say this. The woman who gave us this quilt is a longtime supporter of Camp K. I've seen her many, many times. Ann Pollard, I miss you. I hope you're watching on the internet. Can we give Ann Pollard a round of applause for all that she's done for Camp K? Thank you, Ann Pollard. She's from Andover. It's line number 23. It's 100 by 116. The current bid is $500. Somebody give me $5.25 on this one. Thank you, Nancy. Give me $5.50. I'm at $5.25. Now $50. Now $50. Now $50. Now the bid is there. $5.25. $50. Now $50. Now $50. I'm at $5.25. Now $50. Now $50. Now $550. Now we have $5.25. Anyone else at $550? Thank you. $5.50. Now I have $5.50 on site. Now $5.75. Somebody give me $5.75. I'm at $5.50. Now $75. Here we go. Thank you. Dan, give me $600. Is that all right? $600. I'm at $600. Thank you. Nancy, give me $625. I'm at $600. Now $625. Thank you, Nancy. Now, Dan, give me $650. Now $75. I believe the internet, $625. Somebody give me, do we have $625? $625 on the internet. Now $650. Anyone else at $650 now? Now $650 now. Thank you. Dan's at $650. Now $675. Good job. $675. Dan, give me $700 now. Now $700 now. Now $700 now. Here we go. $700. Thank you. Now $725. I have $700 on site. Now $725. Anyone else at $725? I'm at $700. Here we go. $725 now. $725. Spend your money before the stock market goes down again. Give me $725. Anyone else at $725? Dan's at $700. We have $700 with Dan, and now $725. Anyone else at $725? It is third and final call. Down it goes. $700. Now $725. Let's give it one last minute. Does Dan have the current bid? Does it say Dan for $700? Good job. So no, Nancy punched hers in faster. Okay, Dan, will you give bid $725? Dan, is that okay? Thank you. He flexes. I love that. He flexes when he bids $725. Nancy, now you have to bid $750. No friends at a Lutheran camp auction, $750. I bid $725, now $50. Anyone else at $750? You're only 8 feet apart or 12 feet apart, $725. Yes, they're social distancing and bidding against each other, $750. So we will hold the bid at $725 with Dan, $725. We'll give you a minute to sort that out. Again, a personal thank you to Ann Pollard. Ann, thank you for all that you've done for Camp Cave. I'm going to sell 2 more, and then Kelly's going to sell the next lot. Here's lot number 24. I'm losing like a pound a minute out here, just standing here sweating.
This next quilt that's coming up is very special. It is called Sunshine and Shadows and has been donated from the Trinity Lutheran Church in Greenville, Minnesota. Dimensions are 92 inches by 107 inches. A vintage quilt top was donated to Trinity's quilt makers by the family of Bernice Miller. Bernice pieced this top in 1981. We were thankful that she had pinned a note to the quilt top which stated when she made it. Trinity's quilt makers purchased the backing and binding and had the quilt machine quilted by Don Monda. What you all need to know is that in 1981, these squares would have been traced out on fabric with a cardboard template one at a time and then cut with the scissors. Rotary cutters had not been invented and strip piecing would not have been an option. Each row would have been carefully executed and planned, and it is spectacular.
All right, everybody, here we go. It's lot number 24. Here's a beautiful piece. It's 92 by 107, a large quilt. The current bid is $375. Somebody give me $400. I bid $375 and now $400 down. Now $400 down. I bid $375 and now $400. Somebody give me $400 down. Now $400 down. Now $400. 75, 400, thank you. The bid is there, 400, now 425. I'm at 400, now 25, 25, 25, coming out of 5, 425, now 400, now 425, 400, now 425. Anyone else at 425? Here we go, 400, now 425. I'm at 400, now 25, 25, 25, coming out of 5. Anyone else at 425, now 425, thank you. And now 450, Nancy, 450. I'm at 425, now 50, we're down to 50, 450, now 75, 475, now 475, down, now 475, 475, 450, now 75. I'm at 450. Now 75, 75, 75. Here we go. 475. It is third and final call. The bid's with Nancy. Dan, he's been waving at me for 10 minutes back there. 5. Thank you. 5. We have 500 on the internet. Is that right? Is that what Dan? 500? No. Donna. Dan, now you have to bid against Donna. Give me 525, Dan. 525. He did 525, now 50. I'm at 525, now 50, now 50, now 75. Dan, 575 now 575, now 575, 550, now 75. Anyone else at 575, 550 on the internet, now 575. Thank you. Now 600. Now 600. The bid is right here on site at 575. Somebody give me $600 now. Now $600 now. It's third and final call. 575 and now $600 now. Last call. Anyone else at 600? She's got her bidding hand ready to go. 575, 600. Let's hold the bid at 575. Dan has the bid at 575. Thank you. My gosh, Dan, I'm going to owe you a couple pops and a sandwich. Dan, are you okay going to 6? Are you okay going to 600, Dan? 600. Thank you. 600's with Dan. Now 625. I have 600. Now 25. 625. Anyone else at 625? Donna, where are you at? Donna is in Florida or someplace really hot and warm right now. 600. 625 is Donna. Now, Dan, give me 650. Now 650. He did. Thank you. Now, Donna, I need 675 from you. 675. 650. Now 75. 675. 675. Donna, the more you bid, the less we have to fundraise. Give me 675, Donna. 675, 650, now 75, now 75, 650, now 75. It is third and final call. Donna goes 650, now 75. I did. Let's hold the bid with Dan at $650. We'll give that one final minute. I'm going to sell one more. This is from Julie Bauer in St. Paul. Here's lot number 25. They're at 675 on the internet. Now Donna and Dan are really going at it. We'll give them one last minute. It's at 675. On the last one is at 675. Here's lot number 25.
Number 25 comes to us from Julie Bauer in St. Paul. It is 71 inches square and called Broken Star Variation. It is machine stitched and machine quilted, and you can almost feel the temperature change in these stars with the color choices and the quilting radiating from the center to the points.
All right, everybody, here we go. It is from Julie Bauer in St. Paul. Thank you, Julie. It's 71 by 71. Ladies, guys, take a look. This, you'll never lose this quilt. Look at the colors in this thing. $275. Somebody give me $300. I'm at $275 now. $300 down. $300 down. $300 down. They did. Thank you. $300's there. $300 down. $325. Ladies, guys, here we go. $300 down. $325. I'm at $300 down. $25. $25. $25. Bumping on $5. $325 down. $300 down. $325. Take a look right here. $300 down. $325. I'm at $300 down. $25. $25. $25. Bumping on $5. Down it goes. $300 down. $25. It is third and final call. $300 right here on site. $300 now. $325. $325, $325. Anyone else at $325, $325? Nancy, we're going to hold the bid with you at $300. Julie's at $325. Nancy, are you okay going to $325? I have Julie on the internet at $300. Is that okay? $325. Thank you, Nancy. No pressure, but you work for LSS. So, yes, thank you. They made the right decision. So, Nancy's at $325. Now they have another one at $325. Now everybody wants it on the internet. We'll let you $350 on the internet. Yes, $375. We're asking for $375. Anyone else? Okay, it's the current bid is $350 on the internet. We'll give everyone one last minute, and then we'll close that one out. Here's lot number 26. Thank you, by the way. Now the bid is at $375. Thank you, everyone, for sticking with us. We are doing great. Kelly and I were just talking, actually. I think the prices are as strong or nearly as strong as they were last year, even with everybody. So thank you for all the support online. We're working through it. Here's Kelly in lot number 26.
Thank you, Glenn. And I do want to, once again, thank those of you that are sitting with us. A little frustrating at times to know who's in or out, but at least we're raising money together, so we appreciate your patience.
Quilt number 26 is from Deanne Weber of Northfield, Minnesota. It's a delicate quilt measuring 70 inches by 82 inches called Sweet Dreams. The pattern is by Heather Mulder Peterson, another Minnesota designer. It has delicate teacups and beautiful roses in the fabrics and really, really lovely machine quilting.
Reminding you also that when we get to number 40, we're going to take a short break and do the special Fund a Need project together to raise money before we get back to the quilts at number 41. So we're on number 26. I'm at 375. Do here 400, 400, 375 for. David to get $400. David to get $400. I'm at 375. Do here 400, $400, 375 for. David to get 400 where? $400, 375 to get out for. David to get 400, 400. 375, we're out 4, we're out 4, we're out 4, we're raise your hand. 400, $400, 375. Do I hear 400, 400 once, 400, 375, 400, $400. David to get $400, 375. Got 400, thank you. 425, 425, 425. 400, 425, 425. Last call. 400, 425 once, 425, 425 and a half, 425 and a half. 400, 425 and a half. Close the bidding at 400. We'll let them breathe for a minute or so at $400. On to number 27.
Number 27 is a quilt measuring 91 inches square, comes from the Third Saturday Club of Brainerd. The name of the quilt is Heading Up North. Bears, deer, trees, fish, leaves, everything that bespeaks Camp K and our beautiful natural surroundings in colors that would look great in any home needing a touch of the North Woods. This was a group effort from Third Saturday Club, made out of donated fabric, machine pieced by Dorothy Hyam, and machine quilted by Patty Booth.
Item number 27. All I'm offered is $175, $200, $200. 200. Everybody should be bidding here. 200. 175 2. 200 where? 200. A large quilt for only $200. 175. It can out 2. 175. It can out 2. It can out 2. It can out 200. 175. It can out 2. 200 where? $200. 175. It can out 2. Dan, you want some of this at 200? $200. 175. It can out 2. David, you get 200. 200. 175, but you get out 2, but you get out 2, but you get way back. 200 offered. 225. 225. Internet's out. 225. Thank you. Now 250. Now 250. 250. Now 275. Now 275. 250, 75, Dan, 275, 275, 250, 275, 75, no fair peeking, 275, 275, 275, 250, 275, internet, you want some? 275, 275, 275, last call, 250 is all I'm offered, 275 where? 275, 275, Glenn, can you believe it? Only $275. 250, 275, 275, 275, 250, 275, 75, last call, 250, 75, and I have closed at $250, and we'll let that stew. $250. We're on to number 28.
Number 28 again comes from Deanne Weber of Northfield. It is 68 inches square, and it is called Weekends. It is machine stitched and machine quilted. It is a two-sided quilt, truly reversible. Erin McMorris is a modern fabric designer, taking traditional florals to a new level. And there's one special little print in this quilt with tiny bicycles with handlebar baskets of flowers. And there is an entirely different quilt on one side than the other.
Turn it around. There you go. Isn't that something? 150 opening bid. 200. $200. 150 is all I'm offered. Do I hear 200? 200. 150, 2, 1, 2. Thank you. I've got 225. 200 bid.
Can you guys hear? Is the loudspeaker working?
Can you hear? He wanted me to hold this down.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, we're good.
225. 225. 200. 25. $200. 25. I've got $200. Do I hear 225? 225. 225. 200 with Nancy. $225. 200 here, 25. I'll admit $200, 25. David to get 225 for it. $225. 225 where? 225 internet. 200 opening bid. 225. 225. 225. 225. Is there anybody else? 200. 225 on it. 225 here. 225. 225 and I have 225 and I had 225. 225. Opening bid. 200. We okay? Okay.
They've got 150. We're at 150, it looks like, here for the win.
We are?
28.
Yeah, 150 on the internet. I don't know. Did anyone check that?
150. 200. 225. 225. 225. 225. And I thought I was slow. 225. 225. 225 on it. 225 and a bit 25 and a bit 25. 225 last call. Hold the bidding with Nancy at $200. We'll close that bidding at $200 on item number 28. Now we're at 225.
It's going north.
It's going north. Nancy, 250. She's done. 225. 250. Close the bidding at 225 with the internet. 225 on the internet. Give it a minute. Brenda, we're on number 29.
Number 29 comes from Carolyn Gentink of Breezy Point. It is a children's quilt measuring 45 inches by 59 inches called Porch Rails. It's been machine stitched, machine quilted. It has a fuzzy, minky backing. You have to touch it to believe it. It also comes with a bag containing a book, magnets, and a stuffed animal. Carolyn makes so many quilts, all with something in common. They're always adorable. The bag and stuffed critter are a bonus and would make some small person really, really happy.
Isn't that great? Minky backing. Look at the minky backing. Well, but to get fought. Right here, how many dollars? Who give 200? 100 is offered. Do I hear 125? 125. 125. 125. $100 25 on it. 125. This is the cheapest quilt so far today. 100. 125. 150. Who gives 175? 175. 150. $175. 175. 175. 150. 175. 175. Last call. $150. 175. 175. 150. 175. Where? $175. Now 200. Now 200. 175 bid. 200 where? David to get 200. David to get 200. 175 to where? $200. 175 to get now 2. 175 to get now 2. To get now 2. To get now 200. 200. 175 2. Last call. Close the bidding at $175 for the time being. Item 30.
Stars and Stripes, Kelly.
You got it.
I'm going to announce number 30 and 31 kind of together. They will be auctioned separately. There is Stars and Stripes number 1, Stars and Stripes number 2. They both come to us from Bev Panzer of Plymouth. They are red, white, and blue. They would be great in a bunkhouse, folded at the foot of a bed, draped over a chair, a perfect snuggle size. They are coordinating. They have the minky back. One has a red, I think, and one has a blue, but I'm not sure. Number
150.
Number 30.
175. Another Mickey backing. 175. 150. 175 on it. 175, would you? 150. $175. 175. 175.
Yep.
Now 200. 200. 175 bid 2. 200 where? $200. 175 it can out 2. 175 200. $200. 175 it can out 2. It can out 2. It can out 2. It can out 200. 175 where 2. 200. $200. 175 it can out 2. 175 it can out 2. It can out 2. It can out 200. 175 it can out 2. 175 it can out 2. It can out 2. It can out $200 last call. 175 200. Close the bidding at $175 and let it rest.
Here's 31.
31 will look familiar, but there are some slight differences you'll notice in the coloration.
You have 200.
Still minky back, though.
Once again, Mickey back, Bev Panzer, thank you. 200, 25, 225, 225, 225, 200, 25. Would you get out 225, honey? David, you get 225 for it. 200, 25. Would you get 225? 225, 225, 225. Are you done? Last call. 225, 225, 225. I'll limit $200, 25 and a half, 225 and a half. Close the bidding at $200 on item number 31.
We'll give it 30 seconds.
Well, they're 30 seconds behind, so. Yeah.
Give it 30 seconds. That reminds me, Glenn, of a story apropos summertime golfing. So one fine day, Jesus wakes up and decides he's going to take and go out and get a round of golf. So he's out there by himself, and the starter decides to pair him up with another golfer that was golfing by himself. So he pairs him up with this old guy, and they stand up there, and Jesus hits that driver right off, right down the middle, about 210, rolls out perfectly right out in that short fairway. The old guy stumbles up there. He grabs an old iron out of the deal, hits it, bounces about 35 feet, goes sideways. Here comes a squirrel, runs up and grabs that golf ball in the mouth. Running down the fairway, woo, big bald eagle comes down, grabs this squirrel, takes off flying, gets right over the green, bolt of lightning hits that bald eagle. Down goes the eagle, down on the green. The squirrel pops out, the golf ball pops out and rolls right in the hole. Jesus looks at the old guy and says, "Nice shot, Dad."
That's pretty good. By the way, Kelly, this next quilt it's went up $200 in the last 40 seconds. You're at $975. Brenda, tell us about quilt 32.
I'm not surprised. Quilt number 32 from Ann Pollard of Andover again. Large quilt, 98 inches by 110 inches. The pattern is called Checkered Past. It was designed by Kim Deal. It's been machine pieced and machine quilted, and it's yet another 9-patch center with star points. The name of that block is actually called Sister's Choice. Even though the quilt is very scrappy, a lot of thought was obviously given to the color combinations. Stunning quilt.
And all I'm offered to open the bid, $975, $1,000, $1,000, $975, $1,000, $1,000, $970. You got $1,000, Nancy? $1,000. Thank you. $1,025. $1,025. Internet, you're out. $1,025. I bid $1,000.25 on it. $1,025 and a bit 25 and a bit 25. Is there anybody want to increase the bid on the internet? Yep. $1,025. Do you have it, Glenn? $1,050, Nancy. $1,050. I've got $1,025.50. Yes, she did. $1,050's bid. Now $1,075. Internet's out. $1,075. $1,050. $1,075. $1,075. Now 11, Nancy. 1100, 1100, 1100, 1075 bid 11. Thank you. 1125, 1125, 1120. Glenn, you're out. 1125, 1125. Now 1150, 1150, 1150, 1150, 1150, 1150. She said no. I've got 1125, 1150. Last call. 1150, 1125, 50 and I have, 50 and I have. Close the bidding at 1125. Another quilt over $1,000, and that's how we're raising money for Camp K. 33 coming up from the Community of Grace Lutheran Church all the way down in White Bear Lake.
This beautiful quilt has a bit of a different take, with the main fabrics being dark and rich and the accent being light. It is called Classic Mosaic, measuring 80, I said 81 by 96, by Doug Lako. Doug Lako is a young man in his 20s who is another Minnesota designer. It was machine pieced by Roxanne Strand, machine quilted by Mary Lundy. The comments from the church are the blocks were created from fat quarters. The colors of the quilt bring memories of fall at the cabin. The quilters at Community of Grace are senior citizens that enjoy friendship as they create quilts for organizations that serve individuals in need. We pray that the quilt brings warmth, comfort, and love to those who possess it.
A lot of support on this quilt. $800.
800, 825, 825, $800 25. Thank you. 850.
Yep.
Now 875, 875, 875, 850 bid, 875, 900, 900, 900 internet,
Yep.
900. Now 25, 925, 925, 900, 925, and I'm at 925. You better get 925, 900. Thank you. 950, 950. Internet's out. Now to 75, 75, 950, 975, 975, 975. I've got it now. 1,000 even money. $1,000. 975. Glenn, you're out. 1,000. 1,000 internet. 1,000. I'm at 975. Do I hear $1,000? 1,000. 975. 1,000. $1,000. I'll admit 975. Last call. 1,000. 1,000 and I have closed the bidding at 975. Nancy, thank you. $975.
Okay, what is
It's at 950 right now to an internet bidder.
Well, I have 975 with Nancy.
Okay.
She has to click on.
Then we'll have 1,000 to the internet bidder.
Okay.
Okay, Nancy, now give us 1,025.
1025. 1025. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. 1025. Nancy, you're out. 1025.
And it'll be 30 seconds till
She said no.
Yeah.
Max bidder, $1,000. We'll hold it. Close the bidding at 1,000.
Yep. So we've got it. Yeah. So we're, Caitlin, I think we're on course here now. We've got 1,000 on the internet. Yep. Good job. $1,000. Good job. Good job.
Number 34. Karen, give us a wonderful 68 by 92 quilt.
Karen is from Cambridge, Minnesota. The name of her quilt is Comfort and Charm. It has been machine stitched and machine quilted, alternating brightly colored 9-patch squares with solid white, designed by RJR Fabrics. While preparing to sell my house, she says, I cleaned my sewing room, and rather than pack my stash of fabrics, I made a quilt for Camp Knutson. The project was needed escape for me at the right time. And as a quilter, you're in a constant state of unearthing old and partially done projects. Camp K was indeed the beneficiary of Karen's cleaning out things to prep for her move.
And all I'm offered is $450. Do I hear 500? 475. 475.
Yep.
500. 525. 525. 500 here, 25. 525. 500. 525. 525. 525. I'll admit $500 25 on it. I'll admit 5 and I'm at 25. 500. 525. 525. 25. 500. 525 and I have 525. Is there anybody else at 525? 500. 5 and a quarter. 525. 525 once. Here we go. 500. 525. 525 and I have closed the bidding at $500 and we'll let it rest for a minute or so. $500 and we're on to item number 35 from my neighbor Dr. Robert and Nancy Christensen, and they are very generous each year, giving a couple 3 quilts. Dr. Christensen and his wife Nancy, they live out here on the Narrows.
Thank you, Dr. Christensen.
This quilt is called Among Friends. The measurements are 60 inches by 78 inches. It is machine stitched and machine quilted by Karen Mikesel, and it was a block swap with a sewing group. A block swap is always a bit risky, but this one really pulls it off. One pattern would have been provided with many different folks contributing their versions. The tiny 4 patches at the sashing intersections help to repeat the motif at the center of each of the blocks.
Kelly, there's been a lot of bidding in the last minute. You're at $400 on this one.
I'm at 400. Do I have 425? 425. 425. 50. I'm at now 75. 475 where? 475. 450. 475 on it. All in at 450. $475. 475 and a bit 450. $475. 475. 450. 475 where? 475. 475. 475. 475. Are you done? Now 500. Now quarter. 525. 525. 525. Glenn, you're up. 525. You're in your up. 525. I'm with the internet. 500. 525. 550's all. Who get 575? $575. 550. 575. 550. $575. 75. Now 600. 575. Internet's out. 600. I'll limit 575. Do I hear 600? $600. 575. 600 where? 600. You're on at 575. Did you put pencil in? Huh? Does it show 575?
It shows 550 on the internet.
She's refreshing. Speaking of refreshing, what we do for a little breeze out here, huh? Whoop-da!
That's when we get to the $5,000 level for a quilt. We get a breeze.
Are we at 575 there?
550 on the internet.
I can tell you.
Okay. Are you in at 550? Okay. 550. 575. 575. Close the bidding at $550 right here. We'll close the bidding at 550. Do you follow that, Glenn?
Yep.
Number 36, Brenda.
This quilt is called Scrappy Roses. It is machine stitched and machine quilted by Gail Fabio. It comes to us from the River Valley Quilters in Maplewood, Minnesota. The dimensions are 63 inches by 88 inches. And this quilt is scrappy, but it has cozy flannels on both front and back, and strategic places of the roses, the creams, and the greens make this quilt very special, perfect size for a grown-up snuggly quilt.
All right. Snuggle up. 100. 125. All I'm offered is $100. Who give 125? I can't believe it. Thank you. 125. 150. Now 75, Dan. Now 75. Now 200. Now 200, Glenn. $200. 175, 2. 175, but you can now 2, but you can now 2, but you can now 2, but you can now 200. I've got 175, 2. Dan, 225. 225. 220. Now 50. Nancy, 250. 250. Now 75, Dan. 275. 275. 275. 275. 275. 275. He said no. Is there anybody else at $275? 250. 75 and a half. 275 and a half. Close the bidding with Nancy at $250. Thank you, Nancy. 250.
So tell Nancy to enter in 250. The internet's behind her. There's bidding on the internet, but they're behind her. So
Yeah, Nancy's entering 250 right now.
Yep. Perfect.
Perfect.
Here's 37. A lot of interest in this one.
Really? From Sharon Jacobson of Pequot, number 37.
This one has garnered a lot of interest in preliminary bidding. It is a wall hanging, 56 by 62 inches. It is called Peaceful Retreat by Pine Tree Country Quilts. It has been machine stitched, machine quilted by Mother Originals, which is the shop in Pequot Lakes. It's the broken geese really in the beautiful center of this quilt, inviting you to sit a spell and just breathe. There is a book lying on the dock. The name of that book, On Golden Pond.
Oh, my. Brings tears to my eyes. Want me to get fought? All right, how much? 625, 650, 625, 650, 650. I've got 625, 50, $650, 625, and you can have 50, 650, 650. Internet, you want to do some more? It's 650, 625, 650, 625, 50. I've got 625, 50, 650, 625, Last call, $650. $650 on Golden Pond. $650. $625.50. The internet, $625. We'll close the bidding with them. $625. Here we go. Another one donated by Dr. Robert and Nancy Christensen.
This quilt is called Radio Flyer, and it is a quilt pattern by Miss Rosie, measuring 72 inches square. This quilt is scrappy, but with a stunning fabric collection and curved piecing. The piecing is enhanced by the perfect choice of Baptist fan quilting, a classically repetitive, overlapping curved pattern.
Drum roll, please. We're up to $29,000 on the Silent and Live. Let's give everybody a hand. You on the internet, clap for yourself. Where were we? 38. $300 is all I'm offered. Do I hear 325? 325. 325. They can't be made for that. 325. 300 here, 25. 325. What do you get? 325. What do you get? 325. 300. 325. 325. 325. 325. Thank you. Now 350. Now 350. 325. Do I hear 350? 350. Internet, you're out. 325. 350.
Where's your 325 bid?
Back by the tree.
Okay.
325. 350. Huh? I think he's trying. He's got it in his hand. He's trying to put it through. 325. 350. 325.50. 325.50. 325.50. 325.50. 325. We're bringing the, what do they call those at Best Buy? The Geek Squad or something? Bring out the Geek Squad. Got 350 on the internet. Now they have to give 375 in the back row. Now 400. Now 400. Now a quarter. 425. We're on the internet at 400. 425. We're out in the back row. 425. 425. 400. Now 25. Now 50. I got 450 on the internet. 475. 475. We're out in the back. 475. 475. 475. 450. 475 on the internet's at 450. 500 on the internet. 525. 525. 525. 525. He's done. Last call. 525. 500. 525 and a half. 525 and a half. 500. 525. Internet. Close the bidding at $500. And on we march to number 39.
Number 39 is a stunner. Just ignore all that thunder out there. The quilt is donated from the Trinity Lutheran Church in Brainerd, Minnesota. Measurements are 60 by 80 inches. It is called Echo Echo. The pattern is by Purple Pineapple Studio. It has been machine stitched and machine quilted by Paula Cedarquist of Brainerd. The quilt top is made from fabric donations by Cherrywood Fabrics of Brainerd. Cherrywood Fabrics are hand-dyed cotton fabrics with the unique look of suede. The quilt was pieced by Darlene Gilson. This quilt contains some of the most masterful machine quilting you'll find anywhere. Paula Jo is a master of fills, choosing exactly what is needed to fill a space. The sueded appearing solid colored fabrics and crisp piecing make this quilt against a dark navy background a real standout.
And I'm only bid 350. 375, 375, 350, $375. David to get 350, 375 where? $375, 350, 375, 375 on it, 350, 375, 375, 375, 350. Last call, $375 once, 375 twice. Third and the final call, 350, 375. Do I hear it? 375. 375, give them some time. 350, $375, 75 and a half, 350, 75 and a half. Close the bidding at $350 on the internet, and we'll let it rest. We're going to sell one more, and then we're going to put Glenn up here and do something very special, and that's raise money on the Fund to Need. Number 40.
Number 40 comes from Teresa Zeng and Winnie B. of Redwood Falls, Minnesota. The quilt measures 84 inches by 100 inches and is called Stars for Camp K Kids. It is a hand-pieced top that has been machine quilted. The notations say that a 93-year-old friend gave me this hand-pieced top. Another first-time long-arm quilter quilted it. I did the binding. Everyone wanted this to go for the kids that come to Camp K. There are lots of challenging angles and stretchy edges, which would have made hand-piecing of this pattern a necessity. Fabrics are likely from the 1970s and 80s, and again, all of those little diamonds would have been traced from a cardboard template and then cut out with the scissors individually, making the construction of this quilt top an heroic feat.
And I'm only bid how much? $1,250. Do I hear $1,275? $1,275. A real treasure, real highlight. $1,275. $1,250. $1,275 on it. David, you get $1,250. $1,275. $75 up at $1,250. $75. I thought it'd bring $2,000. $1,250. Who get $1,275? $1,275. $1,275. Anybody else? $1,250. Internet? $1,275. Look alive. $1,275 and a half. $1,250. $75. $1,275. $1,275. $1,250. $1,275 and I have. $1,275. They outbid everybody at $1,250, and we'll close the bidding with the internet bidder at $1,250. And once again, here is gorgeous Glenn Flatabo.
Good job, Kelly. By the way, everybody, we are doing great. We're super pleased with these prices. So thank you to our internet bidders. Thank you, everyone on site. Thank you for rallying. This is the moment that has always inspired me. This is an opportunity. Jared's going to introduce our Fund a Need speaker. We have a family to share a quick story of the importance of camp. Matter of fact, Kelly and I talked about this early this morning before the auction started. We certainly feel bad for all the families that have not had the camp experience this summer. This is a tough summer for families that have relied on this, that love camp. It's so meaningful. Jared, all of the funds that we raised today with our Fund a Need are for basically general operations. Obviously, with COVID, the revenue streams have not come in for camp this summer, so it'll position the camp for strength coming into 2021. It'll also create opportunities for kids that cannot afford camp next year. It'll help us also make some updates to the campus that we can make now when we don't have campers. So, Jared, why don't you introduce our family that's going to share their story?
All right, thanks, Glenn. And again, thank you, everyone at home. I started my day this morning with a lightning strike that knocked out our internet. We've been scrambling ever since to try to be able to make this day happen and possible. So again, thank you to all the volunteers. Thank you to all the staff, everybody that really helped and worked hard to make this day absolutely possible. Yes, like Glenn said, we miss all of our camp friends dearly right now. It has been a very challenging summer, and this is a really critical time. We have such amazing friends, family, campers that attend camp each and every year. And over the years, I've gotten to know the Williams family super well. They participate with our Down Syndrome Foundation camp. We actually have a family affair going on here. We've got Mom Sherry, Colin, who's actually one of our K staff, and then Griffin, who's been a longtime camper for the Down Syndrome Foundation. So let's give them a huge round of applause and a nice welcome. And we really appreciate them sharing their story with us today.
Hi everyone, we thank everybody for coming. I am a member of the Down Syndrome Foundation board, and the Down Syndrome Foundation started in the late 1990s with a group of parents who wanted to have their children experience a unique and safe camp environment. And then we started partnering with Camp Knutson. So we've been doing this for 20 years was last year. And we do it for kids 10 to 20. Each year we have approximately 60 campers that come to summer camp here at Camp Knutson. And for most of the campers, it's their only experience to attend an overnight camp or be away from their parents or family. Griffin here started to come to camp when he was 10 years old. And I was petrified because I didn't know how it was going to go. But once he was here, I realized the comfort and felt the love and care that Camp K gives. They offered each of their campers a warm, welcoming environment. The energy and activities provided by the camp was unparalleled. It's such a special thing to see our campers and to have confidence and to try new things, to make lifetime friendships, and with other campers, and to actually be upset when it's time to leave camp. Whenever I run into campers throughout the year, the first thing they always say to me is, "When is camp?" And their parents also express how much the camp means to these campers. Most of the parents will say that the campers will watch a DVD of the camp we have all year long. And the campers will write letters to us and notes throughout the year letting them know how much they miss camp. I and everyone at the Down Syndrome Foundation would like to thank you for your generosity, your time and commitment here with Camp Knutson. I cannot express or find the words fully to describe what Camp Knutson has meant to my family and to our campers, but only tell you in the words of what our campers have stated. And this is what they say right when they get to camp. They say, "Welcome to the best week of summer." Thank you very much, and I'll let my son Colin say a few words.
Thank you. Yeah, so my name's Colin Williams. I started coming to Camp Knutson 6 years ago because of my family's connection with the Down Syndrome Foundation. I was a staff member with the Down Syndrome Foundation for 3 summers, and then for the next 3 summers, I've been staff with K-staff here for the whole summer. When I was 4 years old, my brother Griffin was born. Growing up, we did activities like sports. Later on in life, I was coaching for Special Olympics, spend more time together. Always wanted to give more to the community. It was always a unique experience here at camp to have a camper that's a brother. A few things that I saw him do throughout the weeks. He made tons of friends, stepped out of his comfort zone, and enjoyed a week watching him spend time with his campers and all of them who have Down syndrome for a week. Throughout this experience, I became passionate about helping others grow and reach their full potential. I graduated from the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, where I majored in elementary education with a minor in history. And I feel the history with the Down Syndrome Foundation and Camp Knutson provided me with long life skills. Some of those skills would be leadership, patience, understanding, and motivating people to exceed their full potential. I would like to thank my family, the Down Syndrome Foundation, and Camp Knutson for always allowing me to have the life-altering experiences. I'm looking forward to stay involved with this wonderful place in whatever way possible for many years to come. Lastly, I would like to introduce my brother Griffin, and we're going to ask him about his experiences at camp. All right. Can I ask you a question?
Hi, I'm Griffin.
What are some of your favorite morning activities at camp?
Archery. Horseback ride. Ice cream.
And ice cream. What are some favorite meals that we have at camp during the week?
Tailgate, pizza, and pancakes.
Pancakes. What do you have during your tailgate dinner at night?
Hot dogs and brats. Beans and
Yeah. All right. What are some of your favorite waterfront activities at camp?
boat rides, water, basketball, couch tube.
Yeah. And what is your favorite night during the week of Down syndrome camp?
Prom.
Prom. And what do we do at prom?
Snack, dance, and shoot out a dress. Dress up.
One last time, I'd like to thank everybody for their generosity today. Say thank you, everybody.
Thank you. 20.
Say, everybody, before we do our fun donate, can we give Griffin one more round of applause for doing an awesome job? Griffin, thank you for sharing your story to his mom, and the family. This is exactly the importance of Camp K and the difference that it's made in so many kids' lives and for entire families. Again, everyone, we have a family in Minneapolis that's giving us $5,000 that will allow us to match every gift dollar for dollar up to $5,000. So we'd love to see potentially if we could raise $15,000 with this moment. To make a donation, you go to the Make a Donation button. Let me make sure that I'm saying this correctly on the website. It says click here to donate, and you'll see the total where we're at. We are at $5,425, so you can take a moment to make a donation. And certainly no pressure, but I'm just for the fun of it, I'm going to ask, is there anyone today who'd like to donate $1,000? Let me just throw that out. Anyone at the $1,000 level that wants to donate to camp? Now, here's the blessing of the internet. You can either raise your hand or you can do it on the internet right now. So if you want to make it a gift at $1,000, at $500, at $250, at $50, whatever you want to do right now, we are going to do this together. And look at this, everybody. We're now at $5,725. So we've already raised about $300 since Griffin just spoke. So you can take a moment to enter your pledges. We'll give you a grand total as we go together. Now it's going up. We're getting close to 6,000. We're at $5,825. Thank you for everyone pledging. We're over 6,000. Every gift will be matched dollar for dollar up to 5,000. So all of your gifts are being matched right now. Here we go, everybody. We're going to give you some updates. We are going to keep going with the auction. I do want to mention, again, to our internet bidders, I know there's a couple folks that have been outbid on the internet, and that because of the time, that's a challenge. So if you put in a max bid, we really encourage you to put in a max bid on these quilts, and it will protect you just to make sure that your max bid is in the system. So please do that. We are going to run through the next quilts. Kelly and I were just talking about this, by the way. Isn't Brenda doing a great job? Brenda, let's give Brenda a round of applause. Brenda, you're hired, Brenda, by the way. You're hired for the next number of years. So we're going to go back, and we're going to get back online here.
Tell them the click to donate at the top of the online bidding device.
Yep. To donate, it says click to donate at the top of your device. So if you're looking at your cell phone, click to donate, and you can make a gift. It'll show you how much money is in the system as we go. $6,325. So thank you for all those pledges that are coming in. Brenda, here's the next one. I think it's quilt number 41.
Yep, number 41 needs to be put up yet, so just hang on a sec. It comes from Dr. Robert and Nancy Christensen of Pine River. It is called Wildflower, a pattern from Missouri Star, measuring 62 inches by 72 inches. It is an applique quilt that employs the contrast of positive and negative space. And it depends on what your eye sees. Which part of that wallflower do you see?
All right, everybody. And again, a huge thank you to Dr. Christensen. I always enjoy seeing him. He usually comes late in the day, and I think it's one of his assistants that works with him that does the quilting of these pieces. So thank you to his staff. It is lot number 41. The current bid is $600 here on lot number 41. Take a look at 62 by 72. Here we go. I have 600, now 625, 600, now 25. I'm at 600, now 25, 25, 25, I'm coming on 5, 625, now 600, now 625. The bid is right here at 600 on the internet, now 625. Take a look, 600, now 25. I'm at 600, now 25, 25, 25. Caitlin is wishing the storm away. It's going away. 600, now 25. I'm at 600, now 25, 25, 25. 625 now. Anyone else at 625? I have 600 now. 6 1/4. I'm at 600 now. 25, 25, 25. Good Lord, is that my wife? She's bidding right now over the phone. 600 now. 25.
Storm warnings.
Emergency. Prices are too cheap.
We've got to go inside. Is that right? Let me see what this says. Yeah. It's the federal government they're mad at Kelly and I because the prices aren't high enough right now. There's some.
We're having a tornado warning.
Shelter in the basement or whatever.
We have to stop. We have to stop. This could be the alarm went off or the alarm stopped. Huh? So the alarm stopped.
Just bear with us one moment. If all of us will remember 2020 the rest of our life, by the way. There's no doubt about that. They didn't teach this at auctioneer school when I went to the Worldwide College of Auctioneering when I was 18, how to deal with a pandemic, a international crisis of mass proportions, riots, and a storm, and the internet, and online bidding. But we will persevere. There should be a hymn we should sing right now. There's a we shall overcome. Yes, yes. I need the organist from Gloria Dei here to sing "We Shall Overcome." Oh, you guys have been so pleasant though today. You've dealt with so much. My jokes have been a little flat. I have to say they've been a little flat. I should have. They've been okay, haven't they? They'll get over it. What?
I can talk.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna have.
So this is where we filibuster is what this is called. So here's Jared.
Yeah, everyone, we just received notice that we do have some more severe weather in the area. It's a tornado warning at the moment. So for the safety and well-being of everybody that's here on grounds, we're going to take a pause. We will text message everyone once we are able to get back going again. We'll have to kind of see what happens here with our live stream. It may or may not be able to happen, so continue to watch your devices. We'll let people know at home once we start picking back up with our bidding. We will send a text message out to everyone. Again, our apologies. It has been 2020. It is something to be memorable. We've got a really record great turnout today for today's auction. So folks, just bear with us. Safety's always been our number one thing here at camp. That's why we're doing what we're doing here this summer. So hang in there with us. We'll send people a text message once we get things back going. Again, use this time to continue to bid up on those quilts on the second half of the auction. Place your max bids, bid them up, and again, we'll be back with you hopefully